I'm just going to make sure we're live and check us out.
Greetings and welcome to School Days, a virtual HBCU college fair hosted by Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, Epsilon Theta Omega Chapter. I am Carlicia Roberts, the Vice President and Program Chairman, and we are excited to bring this program to your screens this afternoon. Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated is dedicated to implementing programs of service that enhance the educational well-being of its communities. Alpha Kappa Alpha continues its focus on education by emphasizing historically Black colleges and universities. As a chapter, we promote historically Black colleges and universities and encourage students to attend HBCUs as a sustainability measure. Today, we have the opportunity to host representatives of 5 prestigious institutions: Spelman College, Morehouse College, Prairie A&M University, Texas College, and Jackson State University. We hope that today you gain some insightful information that will help you choose which HBCU is right for you. So again, on behalf of the Epsilon Theta Omega chapter, I bring you greetings.
Hello, everyone. Hello, and good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us for our second virtual HBCU College Fair. Our theme this year is School Days, and we are focusing on the HBCU experience. We are so happy to have you here with us, and we look forward to hearing all of your questions and hearing from our 5 prestigious HBCUs about what their universities have to offer. Like I said, I didn't say it, but let me introduce myself. My name is Maya Turner. I am the chair for our Target 1 HBCU for Life. And on behalf of our committee, I'm just so glad for y'all to be joining us today. I hope that you learned something valuable while we are here. And just so you all know, we will be doing giveaways. So watch the chat on the live stream for a verification link so we can make sure that y'all that are on here are entered to win. And without further ado, we are going to move over to Jackson, Mississippi, and hear from the Jackson State University.
Thank you so much, Maya. Happy Saturday. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I am LaToya Smith, hailing from the Jackson State University here in Jackson, Mississippi. I'm going to begin to share my screen with you all. I want to thank you all, Maya, for including Jackson State University on your event today. We will hope that those who are tuning in will see what it is that we have to offer. And we look forward to you all attending the Jackson State University, whether it's for summer, fall, spring, whatever it may be. I am here and we are here to assist you. Okay. I want to make sure that you all are able to see my PowerPoint at this time. So Miss Maya, if you can let me know that my PowerPoint screen is available to the live that states the Jackson State. Are you JSU ready? Are you able to see that PowerPoint for me?
Yes, ma'am, we can see it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And without further ado, I will begin. So we want to know, are you JSU ready? And when we ask, are you JSU ready? We want you to become who you are meant to be. And what does that mean? Most people may say, what does that mean, become who you are meant to be? So when we're saying become who you are meant to be, we're meaning becoming the next U.S. representative, Benny Thompson, U.S. Secretary of Education, Rod Page, the next actress, Erica Michelle. You may have seen her on the quad. The next inventor, Lamonte Pierce. The news anchor, Katina Rankin. A music mogul and CEO, Cortez Bryant. A professional golfer, Shasta Avery Hart. An NFL Hall of Famer, Walter Sweetness Payton, who played for the Chicago Bears. These are all graduates of the Jackson State University. So the sky is the ultimate limit for you. There is no limit what we can do for you at this institution. As you can see, you may not know every person that is on here, but these are just some to name of graduates of the I Love that has gone out and pursued their dreams and are doing excellent with the majors that we prepared them for. And so what that means is no matter what you choose to do, if you're choosing it, JSU, you are choosing to be ready. And so how do you be ready? So our freshman admission requirements at Jackson State University, what we like to share with students is that we don't look at your overall CPC GPA, at your overall GPA at your institution. What we look at is your college preparatory curriculum, which is your CPC GPA. So these are the only courses that Jackson State University will enter into our system in order to review you for admissions at the I Love. And so we're looking at your 4 English, your 3 maths, your 3 science, 3 social studies, any advanced electives that you may have taken. All we need are 2 units. We need a half of unit in a computer application course, and we need 1 unit in a performing arts course. Now, for our out-of-state students, we don't require you to have the computer in art. However, it is mandatory for our students in Mississippi, so please do not fret. If you are interested in Jackson State and you don't have the foreign language, that's not a requirement for you all as well, but if you have it, that is great. Because if you have the foreign languages, then we will add it to your transcript, and that way you won't have to take it here at Jackson State University. But if you are missing any foreign languages, then you will be required to take them here. So basically for our out-of-state students, as long as you have your 4 English, your 3 maths, your 3 science, and your 3 social studies, we are able to review you for admissions into Jackson State University. And we do early decisioning, and that way we still consider you to have the 3 maths, the 3 science, and the 3 social studies, but we'll review you with 3 Englishes as well. So your English will, we won't focus so hard if you would like to receive an early admissions, as long as we have that final high school transcript that shows that you have completed your 4th English and have graduated from your high school, you will still receive your early admissions into Jackson State. And so these are the regular admission requirements into Jackson State University. So remember in the beginning, I stated that we only look at your college preparatory curriculum. So again, that will be CPC for short. So if you have a 3.2 high school CPC GPA, that is automatic admissions into the institution. Automatic admissions. If you have anything below a 3.2 to a 2.5, or if your school does a class rank and you rank within that 50th percentile, you will need at least a 16 on the ACT or an 880 on the SAT. If you have anything below a 2.5 to a 2.0, then you will need at least an 18 on the ACT, and I believe that is a 990 on the SAT. And also satisfy the NCAA standards for student athletes who are full qualifiers or red shirts under Division I guidelines. Now, due to COVID, we are test optional for summer and fall 2021. So again, do not fret. If you do not have a test score, the minimum CPC GPA to be considered for admissions is a 2.0 without a test score. Students with a 2.0 to a 3.19 CPC GPA are required to take the AccuPlacer before enrolling. So what that means is you will receive conditional admissions based off of taking the AccuPlacer exam. We do encourage those students who do have a test score to submit the test score. Even though we are test optional, we still ask because your test score may help you be a regular admit. So, you know, some students don't send those test scores into us because they feel that it's not a good test score to submit, but we encourage you to send it if you have a test score. Because if you do get conditionally admitted into the institution and you do not take the AccuPlacer exam, you won't be able to reserve housing. You will not be able to complete your class schedule. So basically, in a nutshell, you won't be able to do anything until you have taken and successfully passed the AccuPlacer exam. The good thing about it here at Jackson State is that you don't have to come here to take the exam. You will receive a voucher so that you can take the exam for free and you can take it at your home. You don't have to come on the campus to take the test. So that's why we encourage students that have a test score to go ahead on and submit it to us so that we can review you based off of your test score. And if you just have to take the AccuPlacer exams, there are practice exams that will prepare you for it so that you can successfully pass that exam. Now, again, if you have a 3.2 CPC GPA or higher without a test score, that is automatic admissions into Jackson State University. So you wonder, how can you apply to the institution? Well, it takes 3 easy steps to apply to Jackson State. Step 1, you will submit an online application. We do have an application fee of $25, but do not fret with that as well. The application fee will not be required until you decide to enroll into the institution. So let me be clear with that, because some students frantic and they are afraid to submit the application because they think they have to pay the $25 fee up front. The $25 is not required. Now, if you would like to pay it up front, that will be great, but you do not have to pay the fee until you decide that you want to enroll into the institution. And for you, that will be if you decide to come in the fall. So in August, you must pay that application fee by August 2021 if you decide to enroll. And again, those stipulations to you would be, if you do not pay that fee, you will not be able to complete new student orientation. You will not be able to receive your class schedule. You will not be able to reserve housing until that fee is paid. So we want to make sure that you understand what that means to you. Also with step 2, once you have submitted your application, then the next thing that you will need to do is submit your required documents. So you can submit, you have the opportunity when you log into your portal to upload those documents yourself. We are able to take unofficial copies as long as they are in PDF format and are readable. We are able to take your transcript and review you based off of your transcript. However, when your final high school transcript comes, there has to be an official document document from your high school counselor. But you are able to upload that to your Tiger portal. If your school does parchment, we take parchment. We also take clearinghouse. You also are welcome to hand deliver the documents if you are within the area, and you're also able to mail. So all of that information is on the web to you. Well, on this screen, and also on the screen to you. Step 3 would be to submit your test score. That would be an official copy, not a screenshot of it. You should be able to have a score sheet that you will be able to print. You can also submit that to us as well and upload it via your Tiger portal. Your Tiger portal is also real time. So anything that we do to your application, you will be able to review it in real time. So our academic scholarships. Our scholarship deadline is February the 15th of each year. So if you've applied for any scholarships before this deadline, if you have any inquiries about those scholarships, the scholarship email is scholarships@jsums.edu. And you also can visit the website. There are other additional scholarships that are still available to you, but as far as merit-based, and I will go over them shortly with you for those who are not current seniors, so that you can know what scholarships are available to you when you decide to choose Jackson State. So we have 4 merit-based scholarships. We have the Medallion Academic Scholarship. With that, you have to have a college preparatory curriculum, again, CPC, GPA of 3.0 with an ACT score of 21 and a SAT score of 1060. Again, we are test optional. So if you do not have a test score, all you would need is at least a 3.0 CPC GPA, and you must submit a 3-minute creative video addressing your community service, your leadership, and your career aspirations to be reviewed for as a scholarship recipient of this scholarship. And what that scholarship covers is $1,000 per academic year, and the scholarship may be renewed for 3 years if you maintain an institutional GPA of 3.0 and 30 credit hours. Our next scholarship is the Heritage Academic Scholarship. And if you are an incoming freshman with a CPC GPA of 3.0 with an ACT score of 23 and an SAT score of 1130, you will be considered for the scholarship. If you do not have a test score, then you would at least need a 3.25, and again, submit a creative video focusing on those 3 areas that I just spoke about: community service, leadership, and career aspirations. It has to be creative, okay? And that covers tuition only. It does not cover out-of-state fees. It covers tuition only. And I do want to speak about the out-of-state fee. Currently, right now, Jackson State's out-of-state fee is $500 per semester. That is only $1,000 more than what an in-state student would pay. So we have come down significantly low for out-of-state fees. So our out-of-state students will only pay $1,000 more than what an in-state student would pay, sorry. Our Provost Academic Scholarship. So if you have a CPC GPA of a 3.25 with an ACT score of a 25 or SAT score of 1200, or if you do not have a test score, you would need at least a 3.5 CPC GPA, and again, a creative video with those 3 main points. And this will cover your full tuition, your room, and board. Again, this will not cover your out-of-state fee. We have the Presidential Academic Scholarship. To be considered for the Presidential Academic Scholarship, you would need at least a 3.5 with an ACT score of 28 or an SAT score of 1300. If you do not have a test score, you would need a CPC GPA of 4.0 with a creative video to include community service, leadership, and career aspirations. And this will cover everything. So all you need to do is just roll up, because we're going to take care of you. Your full tuition will be paid, room and board will be paid. Any mandatory fees that are required for students will be paid. You will receive a $750 book voucher a year per semester. And as long as you maintain a 3.5 institutional GPA with 30 credits, it will be renewed for 3 years. Okay, and that will pay your out-of-state fee. So our Presidential Academic Scholarship is the only merit-based scholarship that will pay your academic, that will pay your out-of-state fee. We do tell students not to fret about not being able to get the academic merit-based scholarships because they are competitive. So everybody that qualifies may not be able to receive an academic scholarship. So we do have additional other scholarships for students as well. And so we like to let them know that we have developmental scholarships. These links, I can share this information with Ms. Turner. So if any students inquire about receiving these links, I can share that with her so that she can share it with you all as well. So you can have easy access to these links. But we have developmental scholarships. We have links to college and university scholarships on our campus. Each department has internal scholarships that they give out to new students. So you can look and see what those scholarships are. And we also take outside scholarships. We take, athletics have scholarships, band has scholarships. So there's various different departments that have scholarships on our campus, just in case you're not able to receive a merit-based scholarship. And outside scholarships can be anywhere as far as McDonald's, all of these restaurants. You will find those in outside scholarships that you can be able to click and use, because we all know that education costs. So we want to make sure that you're able to afford your education. So with financial aid, beginning October 1st, students and their families may complete the 2021-2022 free application for federal student aid. And that information will be found online at www.fafsa.ed.gov and using your 2019 income and tax information. So the 2021, you can also use, the prior year is what they call it. And if you are interested in Jackson State, that code is 002410. Please include our code so that we're able to review you and let you know where you stand currently in the financial aid process. They have awarded students already, so students know what it will cost to attend Jackson State in the fall. So some good things about our campus as well. Now that I have shared all of that other important information to you, I would like you to know about the social aspect on our campus. So with student life, we offer opportunities to get involved in 60 plus organizations. And I promise they are all student led. And when I think that there is no other organization that can come about on this campus, students go as far as dance, poetry. You have Christian groups, you have modeling groups, you have all of these different mentorships, tutoring, all of this groups that these students lead. And it, again, it's all student led. So if it's something on this campus that you will like to bring that you don't see on this campus, and again, like I stated, anytime I think that there is no other organization that can begin on this campus, a student surprises me every year and begin a organization on our campus, and it stays when you leave. So your organization will still be live. So you can be a founder of an organization on our campus. Different groups that we have on our campus is student government, honor societies, community service. Community service is big on our campus. We are a very service-oriented campus. And how very serious we are about community service, you must take 120 hours, or you must complete, 120 hours of community service in order to graduate. You can't have 119, you can't have 119 and a half. You must have 120 hours in order to graduate from the Jackson State University. That is how serious we are when it comes to community service on our campus. We do have a community service department that will list all community service opportunities to you so that you can get those 120 hours. We don't care how you get the 120 hours, when you get the 120 hours, as long as you prove that you have served your community is very important to us. When you can do community service back at home. You have to get it approved through our community service department before going home. But just say if you go home during the summer and you want to complete community service hours before leaving campus, let the community service department know what organization you're completing that community service with so you can get it approved. And what you would need is a letter from that organization showing how many hours you completed over that summer term. We have student publications. We have All Divine 9 on our campus, Greek letter organizations, and NCAA sanctions athletics and intramural sports. Other student involvements, we do have internships and co-ops. Most of our internships are paid internships, so you will be paid to do those internships. Again, we have a career service department that will show you or provide to you opportunities for internships, as well as your departments will provide that information to you as well. And we do have study abroad on our campus too. Our athletic team, we are Division I. So we do have all of these sports on our campus that you see listed here. And if you are interested in athletics, I have provided that contact information for you up top. That number is 601-979-2291. They have their own recruiters, so you will need to speak with them directly for athletic opportunities. So we're excited about what's happening at Jackson State University. We have the Coach Prime, who is our 21st head football coach. And we are enjoying spring football at this time. If you all ever want to catch a game, they are aired on ESPN. He's amazing, and he has brought so many amazing things to our campus. We are excited. We are so excited about what the fall look like. If the spring is this exciting, we can only imagine what the fall would look like. And some other cool things that we have on our campus is we have a hair salon, we have a barbershop, we have a nail salon, we have Burger King, we have Pizza Hut, we have Chick-fil-A, a theater, a game room, Twisted Pretzel. We have the Walter Payton Recreation and Wellness Center. So when you get those Ganos, freshman 15 is what they like to call. We have the Recreation and Wellness Center that will help you maintain your figure. We also have Starbucks on our campus as well. Some of our top 10 majors on our campus. This is a list of our top 10 majors. So when students come into this institution, these are what they're looking at so far: biology, psychology, criminal justice, healthcare administration, social work, elementary education, business administration, mass comm, child care and family education, and health, physical education, and recreation. So please follow us on social media. I do want to leave time for any questions that may come about. These are our social media platforms. We keep them updated with whatever is going on. Today, we're having Spring High School Day that's going live. If you all have the opportunity to log in, it's at Jackson State U on Facebook. So if you have that opportunity to log in to our Spring High School Day, please do. And I want to thank you all so much again for allowing Jackson State University to be a part of this program.
Hi, thank you, Ms. Smith. I do have a few questions. One question was asked, what is the SAT and ACT scores that are needed to attend your school?
Okay, so let me take 1 second. I'm trying to get back off screen share. But our ACT, if you are interested in Jackson State University, It really depends on what your CPC GPA is. So just say, for instance, now if you have a 3.2 CPC GPA, it doesn't matter what your test score is, or even if you have a test score, that is automatic admissions into Jackson State. If it's a 3.2 or higher, automatic admissions. Anything below a 3.2 to a 2.5, then you would need at least a 16 on the ACT or an 880 on the SAT. And if it's anything below a 2.5 to a 2.0, and a 2.0 is the minimum that we take, you would need at least an 18 on the ACT, or I believe it's a 990 on the SAT. Now, we are test optional for the fall. So if you have, if you do not have a test score, if you have a 2.0 to a 3.19, that is conditional admissions into Jackson State, but they will be required to take the AccuPlacer exam.
Thank you. And we have one more question.
Yes.
What locations or destinations are available through study abroad opportunities?
They go everywhere. So far, they have been to Japan, Africa, Spain, and what is? I think they went to Paris, and I don't want to be wrong with that, but I know for sure Japan, Africa, and Spain, they have attended, but they go everywhere. I'm quite sure I have not listed every single place that they have been. It does not matter what your major is either. So you don't have to be in a set major in order to go whatever major you want to go to. And so far, the students who have gone have not have to pay out of pocket. So I think they only take a select amount of students. So when that opportunity come available, you just sign up, and you'll get the opportunity to study abroad. We do represent a lot of countries on our campus as well. So we do have students that come from other countries that, you know, attend school here as well. So even though we are HBCU, we are very diverse.
Okay, well, thank you. That's all the questions I have for right now for you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Smith, for joining us today. I really do appreciate all of the valuable information that you gave our students today. And we hope to have some new students coming to Jackson State pretty soon. And any information you get to me, I'll be sure to get it out to those students so that they can have that.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, so we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it flowing with the college fair. What I will say is that we do have some giveaways coming up. So what I need y'all to do in order to enter the giveaway, if you look inside the live chat, you will see a link. And I need you to click on that and enter your name, because the only way for you to be entered into our giveaways, and we got some real good ones, y'all, is to click that link and put your name inside of the hat. And so we're going to keep moving forward with our program, and we're heading over to Tyler, Texas now, and we will hear from Texas College.
Hello, everyone. My name is Courtney Pickett, and I am the lead recruiter for Texas College. We want to thank you all for letting us be here on today. We are so excited to share information about Texas College. We always say we want to get you steered in the right direction at Texas College, hence our mascot, R. Is a steer. So without further ado, my name is Courtney Pickett again, and I'm going to start a screen share. I'm going to share a video with you and then dive into our presentation. And then, of course, I will leave room for any questions if anyone may have, and we'll answer those accordingly. And so I'm going to start my screen share if I can. I'm going to make sure I have the sound on. Alrighty, and so I'm going to start with a video just to show you information about Texas College. We actually call this our hype video, to just show you information about TC to get you started in the right direction. we show you that just so you can have an idea of the campus life at Texas College. We have been closed down for the past year just due to the pandemic, but we are vastly making our campus safe so that we are eligible to return in the summer and in the fall. And without further ado, we'll begin our presentation. We often say experience Texas College for yourself. Anyone can tell you about Texas College. They can tell you about what they went through there, but unless you experience it for yourself, you will never truly understand what it means to be a Texas College steer. And again, I am your lead admissions recruiter, Courtney Pickett. Here, our mission statement just simply states Texas College is a historical Black university founded in 1894 by a group of CME ministers. Our mission continues to embody the principles of the CME Church. The college shall prepare students with competencies and creative and critical thinking related to knowledge, skills, and abilities as defined in certain areas of study. We do have our mission, our core values, which are academic excellence, perseverance, tolerance, social responsibility, community service, and integrity. And we feel by having those core values, when you step out into that world for that great job, that great high-end CEO company, or whatever you may decide to do, we feel that having these particular core values will steer you in the right direction. And of course, in heighten whichever career field you're in, whichever experience fields you're in, or whatever you decide to do, we do feel that these certain core values will lead you on the path to greatness. How do you apply? Our process is very simple. We are open admissions, meaning that we accept everyone who applies no matter what. We don't believe in hindering you based off past GPAs, past test taking skills, because I know I was one. I was not a great tester, but having somewhere that's open admissions who will accept me no matter what was a blessing to me in itself. And we often say, why not start or start over at Texas College? Now, our admissions application is on our website. It's about 4 different steps. As you see there, step 1 is to go to the website, www.texascollege.edu. Step 2, you'll click on apply now, and it'll bring up the application. Now, we do have 2 different student types. We do have traditional and success. Traditional students are just those who stay on campus, who go 8 to 5, typically within a school day, and just more so of your incoming freshmen, sophomores, more so of that area. But we do have something called a success program. And the success program is for those students who may have a full-time job, may have children, may have some other entities going on to where they can't take traditional classes via 8 to 5 throughout the day, but they may need night classes about 6 to 10 and so forth. So those are our different student types within our admissions packet. And then once you click on the student type, it'll bring up step 3, which is the application. We do ask that if you are a high school student, we do know that typically your high school does give you a school email, but we're asking you to use your personal email, because sometimes once you graduate and once you leave said school, that email is no longer valid. And if we're sending you information, you can't get it. So we want you to use your personal email or even your parents' email, just to make sure we're getting the information out to you so you can be in the know of what Texas College is offering and what the next steps are. And then lastly, step 4 is your congratulations on completing your application. The application does take 24 to 48 hours to generate your ID. And then from there, we'll shoot you out an email giving your ID and how to start your requirements coming to Texas College. Now, our admissions requirements are as follows. If you are incoming high school freshman, we do require your official high school transcript, which must be sent by your high school. Not that we don't believe you or don't trust you, but over the years, some have tried to alter a high school transcript. So it is a state law here in Texas that we're the only ones who can receive that official document, and Texas College does accept those electronically through a third-party transcript service such as T-Rex, National Student Clearinghouse, eScriptSafe, any of those entities, or your school may directly mail it to Texas College and we'll get it accordingly. We do need a copy of a social security card, and that's for all students. This personal information will be kept in the admissions stand under lock and key. And this is simply to relate to your identity. And then when it's time for financial aid, they do cross-reference just to make sure you are indeed the person who applied for admissions and receiving federal aid. If you are under 22 years old, you are required by law to submit your shot record showing the bacterial meningitis as well as your other shots. And that may be emailed or faxed to our admissions1@texascollege.edu. And you see it down at the very bottom, but I do have another screen to show you that email chain very busy. You can write that down, but those can be emailed or faxed directly to the admissions office. And then transfer students, if you're coming from a college, applied and took some classes at a college, we do need all and any official college transcripts. We do know that sometimes things happen and you may go from this school to that school and maybe one more school. And at Texas College, we do need all those transcripts because those ensure you are clear to receive federal aid. And again, those transcripts as well, just like the official high school transcript, can be sent through a transcript service or simply mailed to Texas College. And then if you want more additional information, we have a full list of disclosure on our Texas College website about our admissions process. And then our tuition and fees, we do not have out-of-state fees. Since we are a private institution, we kind of have our own, not say our own rules and regulations, but we're able to do a little things differently. And so we don't have any out-of-state fees. We have a flat rate for on-campus students and a flat rate for off-campus students. Being a freshman, you are not required to stay on campus. So if you're one who wants to have a little more freedom and your parents let you, you're more than welcome to stay off campus. We do offer off campus and on campus, as well as meal plans and things like that. But we're a small campus with a big heart and a big personality and a big family presence. We also do have financial aid at Texas College. I often say that financial aid is the most lengthiest process, but it's the most helpful process. We want each and every student to apply for financial aid, whether you know that you're getting money or not. Oftentimes students say, well, my parents may make too much, or my friend got that and I won't get that. You never know until you apply. So we encourage everyone to apply for the FAFSA, and that's the website, fafsa.ed.gov. And our school code is listed there for you, 003638, and simply see what they're offering you. Of course, we want you to take the free Pell Grant, but if you do have the option to take loans, that's up to your discretion if you would like to do that. But we definitely want to give you the option to where you're not hindered by any financial inabilities. We want to make sure you have the money there, and if you're able to get that free money or those types of grants, we want to allow you to do that, but we can't do it unless you apply for the FAFSA application. And down there you do see our contact information for the financial aid department, financial aid at texascollege.edu. We do have correspondents who are there working each and every day, gearing up those who are coming in for the fall and the summer. We have Ms. Gossett, Mr. Butler, who dedicate their names to certain entities in the alphabet, A through M and N through Z. And then we also have our director's email listed there, Ms. Donna Mingo, and she's very great about helping you get your financial aid filled out, answering any questions, and steering you in that right direction. And we do have academic scholarships at Texas College. Now, again, we're open admissions, so that means we do not have a certain GPA requirement or SAT, ACT requirement. But if you have taken either ACT or SAT or have a particular GPA, we do offer scholarships academically within Texas College. As you can see there, we have our PSP, which is our presidential scholarship, which does offer the cost of tuition. Incoming freshmen must have a 3.8 GPA, top 10% of your high school with a score of 23 or above on the ACT and 1060 on the SAT. Our Dean Scholarship, $4,000 per year, and it breaks down to 3.5 GPA, 21 of ACT, and 990 of the SAT. Honor Scholarship, as you see there, $3,000 per semester. And again, just breaks down the information for you. And then we also have transfer scholarships to anyone coming from a different college. Again, we do offer some money to you. As well to come in Texas College, and that is $2,000 per academic year. And as you see, it does require you to have 15 or more hours at your past school, a 2.7 GPA in transfer. You must apply for financial aid, and it must show an unmet need on your financial aid or your bill within the college. But if you have any information, We do have our financial aid information there for you. And again, they can be contacted via email or by phone to answer any questions that you might have. And then our programs, we do have 12 degrees at Texas College. We are a liberal arts school, so we don't have typically what a big 4-year major university does since they are a public school, but we do have 12 degrees that best fit our liberal arts degree or curriculum. And then we also offer 2 associate degrees within Texas College, which is general studies and early childhood education. And this just tells you our bachelor programs. Now, even if we do not have a certain degree by a specific name, does not mean you cannot still take classes at Texas College. We do have a vast number of advisors who go into the curriculum, and whatever your goal is to take, they ensure the classes are what you need towards that specific degree, again, even if we don't have it by a certain name. And this here just shows you our academic advisors of the divisions, and they're very, very helpful with helping you get on that next step, giving your classes, getting your degree information. And so we do want you, when time comes, to reach out to our advisors, but we do have that information on hand for when the time comes. But again, even if you don't have a certain degree by a specific name, does not mean you cannot take classes at Texas College. And then our educator prep program within our early child education degree, it actually gives you one-on-one experience in the classroom. So if you're one of those ones who does want to teach, we actually prepare you greatly with that task to be a teacher in the classroom. As you see, we do have early childhood through 6th grade, 4th through 8th grade, 8th through 12th grade, and physical education, early childhood through 12th grade. So if you're one who wants to become a teacher, we do have the program for you to put you in one-on-one with the classroom teachers to make sure you know exactly what it entails and can go into there with a frame of mind that that's what you want to do. My mother was a classroom teacher for 13 years, and I often say it takes a strong person to be a teacher. So I do have strong high hopes for those who are teachers. And again, we do have the program to walk you through hand in hand with that experience. And then we do have a summer program, which is a 6-week program for incoming freshmen, which allows you to earn 12 credit hours before school even starts. And if you're one who wants to get on top of that and knock some of those out, this is the perfect program for you. You are eligible to stay on campus for those 6 weeks. It's 12 hours. We do have dedicated living quarters for you. We do have dedicated housing and meal plans for you, but you're able to first and foremost, get to know your people coming in with you in the fall, but nevertheless, knock out some of those hours and have that much less time to graduate versus not taking those and having a little longer to graduate. I often say, if you can knock something out beforehand, why not go ahead and do that? And it shows us that this student is serious about education, want to get in and start knocking you out from the very beginning. And that is a summer enrichment program. It's called our STEP program. And you are eligible to use your financial aid for the summer, which will not hinder your fall and or spring financial aid. And that's a great thing to already have something paid for you where you're not coming out of pocket for those classes. And then these are just some fun facts about Texas College. Our president, Dwight J. Fennell, has been with us for 12 years. We're, of course, in Tyler, Texas, as Ms. Turner said. We're 100 miles from Dallas and 90 miles west of Shreveport. We're affiliated with the CME Church. We have our accreditations. Our enrollment is about 1,000 students per semester. So again, we're small, but we're very close-knit, family-knit. Everyone knows everybody by name on Texas College campus. Our school mascot is a steer, and our school colors are purple and gold. And again, we do have financial aid assistance, SEOG, TEG. We do have our UNCF scholarships that are available in grants. So we definitely want you to take heed to the free money that we do have at Texas College. And we do have athletics at Texas College. This list here are different entities. If you have a passion for a sport or performing arts, we definitely want you to get involved. Getting involved builds lasting friendships and lasting memories and can only heighten your tenure at Texas College. I went to school in Arkansas and I was in the band, and one of my best friends is from Chicago. we would never have met without going to school and being a part of the band program. And we're lifelong friends to this day. And so being involved does build those lasting friendships and lasting memories and heighten your tenure at Texas College. And we are excited to announce not only does other schools have famous NFL players, but Texas College also has a former NFL new head coach and athletic director, Mr. Greg Ellis, and he's a former Dallas Cowboy defensive end. He's coming in, trying to shake some things up and change Texas College around, and we're excited about what's to come at Texas College. He has a lot of great things in place that he wants to implement, and we're going to give him the leeway and let him run and take it on. And so not only does other schools have those top names, but also Texas College does as well. And he does have his athletic team gearing up for the fall. He does have his own recruitment team. So if you're one who's interested in any sport, he's our athletic director, and he can be reached via email, or you can contact our school and we can get you in touch with him. But that's our new head football coach and athletic director, former Dallas Cowboy defensive end, Mr. Greg Ellis. And we are very excited of the things he's going to bring to Texas College. And then our student activities, we do have our band, our choir, our Greek organizations, library clubs, student ambassadors, and many, many more. I am a proud member of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, and getting involved built those lasting friendships for me. If you're one who's involved in student council at school, you're on the prom committee, any dance committee, this will be the perfect place for you to get involved at Texas College, because you're just taking what you learned from high school, implementing it once you get to the college level. And who knows, once you come, you can leave your mark or start your organization. And once you leave, you've left your lasting mark on Texas College. So we want you to get involved as best as you can. But first and foremost, we want to encourage you, you're a student first, and then activities do come second. But we do want you to have that campus involvement. And then this is our information for Office of Admissions, our address there, our telephone number there, our admissions email, and definitely take a screenshot of that because we are there. Now, all of our campus is not back as of yet. We're still practicing and getting ready, getting some CDC guidelines in place to make sure it's safe for you to return. And we do have plans to return in June, July, as well as August. But you have any information or any questions, please feel free to contact us via phone or admissions. And we love to answer any questions that you may have. And then we want you to stay connected with us. We do have our main website, texascollege.edu, our Facebook, our Instagram, our Twitter, as well as our YouTube. Now, we're not open for visits quite yet, but we do have a virtual tour, which is on our Texas College website that you can adhere to. And then lastly, I'd like to leave you with, I am your recruiter. I'm proud to help you in any way that I can. If I do not know the answer, I will gather the answer for you and do whatever I can to ensure your desires are met. This pandemic hasn't been anything we've ever experienced before. But moving forward, we have the proper things in place to ensure you are successful. This hasn't been anyone's typical freshman, senior year, but moving forward, we want to make sure you have the same experience that people like me had when I was on campus, getting involved and making my mark on my college institution. So again, that's my information. Courtney D. Pickett, my email, my phone number, my work cell, not my personal, but my work cell for you. And then I'm a proud product of HBCU. And so I definitely want to give back to all HBCUs. I would love for you to come to Texas College, but again, we want you to go somewhere and get your education as best as you can. And again, I am your person, your recruiter. As they say on Grey's Anatomy, I am your person. And then lastly, again, wants to say thank you on behalf of the entire Texas College family and our president, Dwight J. Fennell, for allowing us to come speak with you, share information with you, and again, experience Texas College for yourself. And so that concludes our presentation. I'm going to stop the screen share just in case so I won't push anything wrong. And of course, if any questions, I'll feel free to answer those at this time.
Hi, Ms. Pickett. We have a few questions. One question is, what are some examples of internships available for students who want to major in criminal justice?
Well, good question. Our criminal justice does partner with our local PD in Tyler. We do take you out to if you want to become a probation officer or anything within the jail, jailer, warden, things like that. We actually do put you in one-on-one experiences. We take you out to those particular locations and we do partnership with those. And so if they see our students have a high need or a very high interest in coming out for internship, we do have things in place that we put you in one-on-one with those particular Tyler PD to get you in and give you that one-on-one experience. So we definitely do have that at Texas College.
Next question I have is, we know that you mentioned the ACT, SAT and SAT scores, but what are the requirements in order to get other types of scholarships at your college?
Just apply for financial aid. Since we're a private college, is more so based on needs. And so we want to make sure we divvy the money out equally. And so all you do is apply for financial aid. And from there, we can determine what your balance is. If you may need additional money, additional funds, then we have those to pull from. But the main thing is apply for financial aid. And from there, we actually pinpoint the correct scholarship that you may need to make sure your tuition is paid, because we don't want anyone coming back saying, well, I can't pay, or I may not have the financial ability, and we don't want money to hinder you from getting education. So we do have those in place to pinpoint certain scholarships. So the only thing you do is apply for financial aid and we'll take care of the rest. Oh, you still mute. I can't hear you.
I'm sorry. We do have another question. Someone asked, what makes your college unique?
I will say what makes this college unique, and I've only been there for 2 years, so bear with me. But what makes it unique is we're small, but we're a tight-knit family. I had a student who came actually from a prestigious 4-year school. And I asked her, hey, why did you leave that prestigious school, that big school with that big name? And she said, well, I call her Miss Courtney. So she said, Miss Courtney, it was just overwhelming. It was just too much for me. It was too many people, a lot to do. And I just got overwhelmed. And the unique thing about Texas College is we're small, but we know every single student by name. So you're never overlooked. And if you're like me, I needed that family oriented life to go to someone, because if you're hindering at something, or you can't get something answered, or you're just down and out, if you're not able to go to someone who can help you, then you shouldn't be there. So at Texas College, we're the school that, like I say, our biggest enrollment has been 1,000 students. So when you're walking down the courtyard or through our Breezewell connector, it's nothing for Dr. Fennell to say, hey, Keisha, how you doing today? And to really know who you are. And he can tell if you're down, because we're so tight and so close that even if I see you walking in the courtyard sad, I can tell something's wrong with you, because I've seen you every single day and I've built that family bond with you. And being in the sports and band, your prospective directors and coaches are the same way. You're a family, and it's nothing like your parents hearing that when you come off to us, you're safe and well taken care of. And so that's what's unique about Texas College is we're definitely small. And two, we are a college, but everyone knows you by name. And some schools can't say that because of the size, but we definitely can with Texas College.
I have another question about the housing for the small camp.
We do have dorms. Now, we are small, but we do have a total of 4 dorms. We have one all-male dorm, one all-female dorm, and then we have a co-ed dorm, which has it's about 5-story, which has about 500 students. So we do have the housing. Now, our housing is first come, first serve. So if you know you're wanting to stay on the campus, go ahead and do your application now and go ahead and take care of housing. And then if something is to change, just based on the pandemic and the CDC guidelines, we are in place to give refunds if that comes to that. But we do have the housing available on campus. And I was one, my parents said, you're going to stay on campus your first year. And then when time comes, you're more than welcome to move off. But we do have that campus housing, and our campus is gated. So no one can just come on. No one can just freely walk in. You have to buzz in, get approved. So we are safe in that aspect as well on our campus.
Okay, one more question we have we have some band members. So what is the band experience like at your college?
The band experience is one for the books. One of my fraternity brothers, who I'm very close with, who was actually drum major for 3 years. He was just that good. And our band now, we are smaller in numbers, but years ago, before I ever came to TC, the band was about 300 members. So that was about half the campus. But the band experience is one to heighten your tenure there. We do travel to certain games in the areas and surrounding schools, and of course our home games. And I'm part of a band. I'm a band nerd. I say it proudly. And so we do have those band scholarships available. And in the band experience, just one to propel you on to greatness. One of my good friends started in band with me, and he actually plays trombone for Beyonce and Jay-Z. So it can only heighten your tenure. And our director, Mr. Cleveland Harris, is geared up, ready to go, and ready to get the ball rolling. And so we do encourage anyone who wants to apply for a wind instrument. We do have dancers. I'm the flag line sponsor myself. And so we are gearing up to take those questions and or answer any questions you may have. And if you're interested, I'm sure Ms. Turner has my information. It's there on this on the screen for you. But I can send you out any more information that you may need. But our band, we're steered in the right direction, and we're going to keep steering and keep going. And so we're definitely looking forward to a great year and rebuilding our band program as a whole.
Okay, another question. What happens on weekends? Are there things to do on campus or in town, or do most students normally go home on weekends?
Well, we do have some who, of course, go home because Dallas is just, down the road, and then you have Shreveport the other way. But within the pandemic, we're wanting to move it forward. We're wanting to have more things on campus. I'm one who I've signed up to help facilitate that task to get us more things involved on campus. The last year that I've been there, we had trap and paint. We had that. We do have our Greek organization. We have all Divine Nines, so they have different picnics and different events on the weekend. But we definitely, if we can keep you there during this time, because we know going out, you run the risk of someone being sick around you and things like that. So moving forward, we're wanting to gear up and have more things on campus, which is we have our intramural sports, we have our dances, our parties, and again, you're a student first. But on the weekend, we do have things to entice you, to keep you there, and again, to make your experience one to remember at Texas College.
Okay, thanks. Now, actually, one more.
Okay.
Question. Do you have, as far as your nursing programs, how can someone find out more about the school in general when it comes to the nursing program?
On our nursing program, we don't have nursing as a specific major, but we do have the sciences that get you started with that. We do partner with our UT Health Center. We call it a 2+2 program. So if you come in with any kind of experience or get your 2 years at Texas College, we can put you over to our UT main school, our University of Texas at Tyler, and you can actually go through their nursing program by coming from Texas College. So it's kind of a feeder school. And so we do have Dr. Johnson, who's on our website, Dr. Linda Johnson. If you go to the website, click on academic divisions, you'll see her information, and she's over our sciences, and she can walk you through the 2+2 program or more of internships that we may have within that. But we don't have a particular major, but we do have the courses that start you onto the nursing degree, and we can knock it out when time comes.
Well, thank you so much, Ms. Pickett. That's all questions I have for you for today. Thank you so much for coming and giving us information about your college. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Have a great day, everyone.
You too.
Okay, guys. I hope that you got all of that good information that Ms. Pickett had for us, because it was honestly really good. I learned a lot about Texas College that I didn't know. So I think in terms of all of you who are looking at possible colleges, I would consider becoming a steer. So moving forward, just as a reminder, for those of you on the live stream, make sure you scroll up in the live chat and you get that link, because after this next segment, we will be doing our first giveaways. And so I want to make sure that you all have access to that and that you are in the running for this good stuff that we have for y'all today. So the next thing that we're going to do for our program, the committee has put together a video series. We're calling it the HBCU Experience Video Series. And we have conducted interviews with former students and current students of different HBCUs. And so what we'd like to share with you today is a premiere of our compilation of some of those interviews. And we hope that y'all like it.
Telling you firsthand that an HBCU is something that you need to consider.
I decided to attend my HBCU because I wanted to go out and explore a new environment, and I felt that FAMU would be the best choice to benefit not only me, but to benefit my career in the field of engineering.
I always feel like I was home when I was at Southern. I always knew I would have a great time and that people there cared about me.
Honestly, it made me feel like I belonged there. From the faculty and the staff, they all made me feel like I was actually a part of a community as opposed to being just another number or another student.
I found out that PB is the #1 HBCU school in Texas. That's no shade, anybody, that's just facts.
Xavier is known for taking chances on students. We have a motto at Xavier called Leave Ready. And even if you don't come into Xavier ready for whatever life, school, career, you're gonna leave ready for life, furthering your school experiences and furthering your career.
The education that was offered at Southern University is top notch. You know, our professors were extremely intentional about showing the importance of having excellence and a standard of excellence in the field that we were trying to enter.
I chose Prairie because they are nationally ranked for their engineering program, and overall, they're one of the best HBCUs in Texas. I'm just saying.
What did I most value about my HBCU experience? I can honestly say the relationships that I had with everyone on campus, from my administrators to my teachers to professors, doctors, everyone that I come in contact with on that campus had made an impact on my life.
I felt safe and genuinely happy. So what I meant by safe, I felt like my HBCU was my safe space. I was able to be me and unapologetically Black. And as a Black woman, I felt appreciated, acknowledged, cherished, without having to feel like a minority statistic.
What I value most about my HBCU experience would have to be the connections I made with minorities and people from all over the world. To me, nobody gets us like we get us. So to have a place where I was comfortable and accepted and free to be me, all while obtaining such a quality education, was invaluable. And TSU is truly a melting pot. It's a place where our culture is proudly represented and displayed at all times, but diversity is still celebrated as well.
Not only African American culture, but culture around the world. I was able to meet so many people from just different walks of life, different parts of the world. So this is one experience that I will never forget.
The things I value most about my HBCU experience are being able to meet people that are loving, caring, and filled with nothing but good energy, and being taught things that have better shaped me into the person that I am today.
We all know how hard Xavier is as a school, so everybody is really just there to see each other succeed.
The thing that I value most about my experience at PB is the culture. People might say homecoming, but I say the culture. I tell people all the time that, homecoming is always going to be there, but the friendship that you make at PB is going to last a lifetime.
My best friends, one is from Virginia, one is from Jersey,
Texas, Louisiana, Chicago, California, Colorado, New Jersey, New York, anywhere.
I made friends from all different parts of the U.S. as far north as New York City, Clinton, Maryland, and as far west as Compton, California. International friends from Nigeria, from Ethiopia, from Eritrea, people from different religious backgrounds, different socioeconomic backgrounds. All of us grew up differently, had totally different experiences and opinions about what life should be like. But we were all unified on that campus for the purpose of getting education.
I love TSU just for everything that it stands for. It has a rich history. You know, I just love the way it looks. I love that it's set right in the midst of Third Ward. And now when I go back to visit, I can see like everything is so built up in that area. And I knew that one day it would be like that.
I will never regret having anything bad to say about the HBCU experience, more especially about Southern.
I love my HBCU is because, man, PV has changed me in a way that I cannot explain.
So I love my HBCU because my HBCU loves my people.
I love my HBCU because I'm free to be who I am. It's no code switching. Everybody on campus is just a huge family.
I love my HBCU because the Rattler experience is like no other.
I love my HBCU.
I love my HBCU.
I love my HBCU.
And I love my HBCU.
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 Okay, guys, so we hope that you enjoyed our HBCU experience video. Like it noted at the end of the video, make sure you check out our YouTube page and you will see a playlist that includes all of these interviews in their entirety from different universities. And we are just so thankful for all of those who volunteered to do a video for us. And we hope that you all get to learn something by watching those. So now we're going to move into our giveaways. So I'm gonna turn the floor over to Miss Seals. Okay, I think we're having a technical difficulty with her sound. It doesn't seem that it is connected. So what I'll do for this giveaway to move us forward, we're gonna get that fixed for the next one, but I will go ahead and do the first ones while we get that situation figured out. And our first giveaway will be for a $50 Walmart gift card. So I'm gonna share this really fast. And again, if you didn't click the link for this first giveaway, just make sure that you click on that link because we will have another giveaway period later on in the college fair. Okay, so for the $50 Walmart gift card, okay, so Kiana Gabriel, you are the winner of a $50 Walmart gift card, and we will use that address that you registered with for the college fair to get that to you. Okay, and so our second giveaway and our last giveaway for this period will be for a $50 Amazon gift card. So here we go. Okay, so Foon, you are the winner of a $50 Amazon gift card. Again, we will be using that address that you used to register for the college fair to get you your gift cards in the coming days. So what we're going to do now, because I know I don't like to be sitting at a computer for a very long time, we're going to take a very, very quick break. And when we come back at about 1:30, we will hear from Prairie View A&M University. And in the meantime, I'll play a few of those HBCU experience videos for you to enjoy while you take your break.
Graduate of Memorial High School. Currently, I am the assistant principal of Staff Sergeant Lucian Adams Elementary in the Port Arthur Independent School District. I'm a proud alum of the Texas Southern University, where I studied to earn a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science in 2011 and a Master of Education in Educational Administration in 2014. Choosing to attend TSU was easy for me because it was literally love at first sight. I had an opportunity to attend a week-long band camp there in the summer of 2005, and I just fell in love with the culture and the traditions of the school. Also, it was situated in the heart of Houston, Texas, 3rd Ward, Texas, but it was still close enough to home just for me. What I value most about my HBCU experience would have to be the connections I made with minorities and people from all over the world. To me, nobody gets us like we get us. So to have a place where I was comfortable and accepted and free to be me, all while obtaining such a quality education, was invaluable. And TSU is truly a melting pot. It's a place where our culture is proudly represented and displayed at all times, but diversity is still celebrated as well. Attending Texas Southern has afforded me so many opportunities I otherwise would not have had. As an executive member of the Student Government Association, I can recall networking with community leaders, U.S. politicians, and even celebrities who visited our campus, often to discuss issues that were relevant and being faced by members of our culture and community at that time. I can also recall traveling to other HBCUs to visit with their student leaders and to also develop my leadership skills even further by attending annual conferences at major HBCUs like Howard University. Prior to my graduation from TSU, I was also offered opportunities to advance in my selected area, my major of computer science. I was offered an opportunity to attend a computer science and networking conference in San Antonio that was huge. I was able to speak to future employers and to kind of gain some insight on what my next steps would be following my graduation. I was also awarded an opportunity to intern through the United States Attorney's Office. And as a double minority in my field, due to my gender and my race, I just know that those opportunities may not have been as available to me if I would have chosen any other institution. So I love my HBCU because my HBCU loves my people. The experiences I had at TSU are now memories that I will forever hold dear for the rest of my life. I can proudly say that Texas Southern prepared me for life. both personal and professional. And to this day, I am HBCU made. Go Tigers.
Hey, what's good, y'all? My name is Jacoby Berry. I'm a 2009 graduate of Memorial High School here in Port Arthur, Texas, a 2015 graduate from Wiley College in Marshall, Texas, where I had my degree in music education. I am currently serving as the choir director here at Memorial High School in Port Arthur, as well as a business owner and CEO of Berry Elite Athletic Training Incorporated. The first question is, what made me choose an HBCU? Honestly, I can say that I didn't choose an HBCU. HBCU chose me because I had in my mind that I was going to the University of Hawaii or going to the University of Miami. Those were my first two college choices. So I had no idea of Wiley College. It wasn't even in my mind until one day, one of my friends was asking me, he said, man, come to this meeting with me. And I'm like, okay, cool. And the athletic director from Wiley College came in. She met with us. Her name was Janet Eden. And she was pretty much handing out scholarships. So I wanted to continue my career in running track. I wanted to continue my athletic career. So I took that opportunity to go to Wiley College. Next question is, what did I most value about my HBCU experience? I can honestly say the relationships that I had with everyone on campus, from my administrators to my teachers to professors, doctors, everyone that I've come in contact with on that campus have made an impact on my life. One in particular, and being my music professor, Dr. T. Bernard Clayton. He just recently passed this summer due to COVID, but he was one of the most influential professors that I've had at that institution. He pushed me. He made me feel like I was worth it. He made me feel like that I knew that this is something that I wanted to do. So my experience with at my HBCU had to be my relationships with people, the people that I've met on campus, on my track team, in my fraternities, just, overall people, having that experience and being able to build relationships from people that from all over the world that came to this one institution with, one creed, one common interest, to be Black and be excellent. Some of the opportunities that were afforded me by attending the HBCU is those relationships, with the people that I've met from my freshman year all the way up to my senior year, coaches, roommates, classmates, just people that I've met in the community, pastors, everyone that I've, come in contact with. Those opportunities of being at Wiley College has afforded me those relationships that, cannot be broken. My line brothers, advisors that I've had, professors that I've had, just having those opportunities to reach out and reach back to them in, whatever capacity is needed. They have given me, full access to them and their lives. And I think that that's an opportunity that going to an HBCU of, a certain caliber has given any African-American student, to build those relationships and to learn that people of our color and people of our standard are doing great things, that are becoming doctors, they're becoming lawyers, they're becoming teachers, they're becoming whatever it is that they're setting their mind to, and it's all happening at an HBCU. That's something great to know, that those opportunities are afforded to me because I went to an HBCU. love my HBCU because it has given me a new perspective upon life and how relationships are built and experiences that cannot be compared with. I just feel that if I would have went anywhere else, yes, I would have had experiences, but would it have been, if it had not been for that HBCU, could I have experienced my culture in a certain way that I was able to experience it at that campus? To see professors that look like me, professors that have given, their lives to the education of students of their color, of their caliber, to make sure that they are raising up a next generation, to be successful, to be, dominant in a society that is, against us. My HBCU because it gave me opportunities that I thought that I would never be afforded. As a freshman, I was on a track team. I was on a relay. I hadn't been on a relay since I was like in middle school or something like that. As a member of fraternity, gave me opportunities to learn how business operates, how, projects come along from the ground up, being a part of the rebuilding of a fraternity, where our chapter was almost, depleted, and being able to be a part of, that rebuilding and bring our chapter from the bottom all the way to the top within a matter of a year, a semester even, and I just love that experience that I've had with the people. It was just authenticity. It was just great to be around the atmosphere. And you couldn't tell me that when I first walked on that campus in 2009 as a freshman, that when I left in 2015, that I would, be so grateful for this institution, this small school, that is looked upon like as nothing in this, very rural East Texas. Like, you couldn't tell me that I would have all of these. My name is Jacoby Berry, and I love my HBCU.
Okay, guys. I hope that you had a nice break. You got a chance to go use the restroom. You got a chance to get you a little snack or something, because we are back. And we're coming back ready to learn a whole lot more. So moving forward, we have what I like to think is a fan favorite. For at least us in Texas, one of our favorite HBCUs. So we will be heading on over to Prairie View A&M University and hear what they have to offer us at their prestigious university.
Awesome. Thank you, Ms. Turner. And good afternoon, ladies, students, and everyone that's going to be joining us today. My name is Jonathan McKissick, and I am representing the Prairie A&M University. I serve as a university recruiter as well as a campus engagement coordinator through the Office of Enrollment Management. So I run our Welcome Center, which has to do with all of our campus tours and all of our campus events through all the various departments under Enrollment Management. And I also recruit typically the area all the way down to Galveston area, and a little bit more south to Corpus Christi, and then out of state, more on the northeast coast of the United States of America. So it's a pleasure to be with you all this afternoon. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit more about Prairie View. And at this time, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And I do have a couple videos, so there will be some sound incorporated as well. Okay, awesome. So I believe everyone can see my screen right now. And it's live. Okay, great. In the audio, you should hear a little tune. So just let me know if you thumbs up, if the sound is coming through. Awesome, perfect. All right, so let's dive into Prairie University. So before we begin, if you have your cell phone nearby, you can scan the QR code for our freshman information as well as our transfer brochure as well. Once you scan it, it will ask for your contact information, and that's so that we can stay in contact with you to invite you to any of our events through the Office of Student Recruitment throughout the school year. Also, once you complete that contact information, you click next, all of our brochures will load. So we're trying to not do as much print and make everything accessible electronically. And another benefit of it being electronically is that you can save it to your browser. And let's say something changes, maybe a scholarship gets updated, or maybe the admission requirements might change. We can always take out that old content and upload the new content. So you always have the fresh and newest information about Prairie University. And you can also follow us on our social media pages as well at Twitter and Instagram as well. There will be another opportunity for you to scan it at the conclusion of the PowerPoint. So if you weren't able to scan it right now, you'll definitely get another opportunity to scan it here towards the end of the presentation. So Prairie, we've been open for over 140 years. So we opened up in 1876, which makes us the second oldest public institution of higher education in Texas. So we are part of the A&M system. So the Texas A&M, which is in College Station, which is the major system, they have 9 sister institutions, and we are one of them, and we're the only HBCU in the Texas A&M system, and so we are very, very proud about that. We're going to be considered a medium-sized institution in a rural setting. So we're actually in the city of Prairie View, but it only takes about 35 to 40 minutes to drive into downtown Houston. And so we are northwest of Houston, kind of put you that perspective. Student ratio is 18-1, and our current president is Dr. Ruth Simmons. She's amazing. Student Center president. She is also a proud member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated as well. She came from Brown University, and she's tremendous. She holds office hours on Mondays for students or faculty or staff to just come in and say hi. So she's definitely an accessible president, and it's been glorious to have her run our institution as well. We have over 70 student organizations, including Greek Life as well, and our colors are going to be royal purple and gold. So we have 7 colleges and 1 school, so we have over 45 degrees to choose from. We're mostly known for our College of Nursing. It's our oldest college at 102 years old, and we actually have our own college nursing campus in the downtown Houston area in the medical center. So students come to main campus for the first 2 years, and then they will apply to attend the College of Nursing. The School of Architecture is phenomenal. We graduate the most minority architects at the undergraduate and graduate level in the nation, okay? So it's a very, very phenomenal program. We get students from all over looking to get their degree in architecture at Prairie View. Roy G. Perry is phenomenal as well, too. He is an alumnus of Prairie View for the College of Engineering, and we actually graduate the most minority engineers in the state as well. And he was one of the founders of a company called IBM, which today you all know as Dell as well for the computers. Also, since we are representing this chapter is out of Port Arthur, General Brailsford is very known in the Port Arthur area. He is an alumnus of Prairie View, and I see our College of Arts and Sciences is named after him, and we've always go to Port Arthur. We always show love out there, and he's amazing. Him and his wife, they're awesome, and they are still very influential in Prairie View. So we do have the honors program. The honors program is going to give students more of that vigorous coursework. So students have to be admitted to the institution before they can apply to the honors program, but it gives our students that more global aspect. They do study abroad. They have more research opportunities to do as well too. So the honors program is definitely something to consider, and it's available for all majors. So whether you're a criminal justice major or you're majoring in biology, or you want to major in agriculture, you can do that and be a part of the honors program. Another extra program we have is the Undergraduate Medical Academy. So this actual department, similar to the honors program, but this is going to focus more on the pre-medical sciences. And so this is for students that are interested in going to medical school, athletic training, physical therapy, And we have we always have over a 90% acceptance rate into medical school. And the reason for that is because a lot of our students are very, very equipped before they actually apply to the medical school and become successful, because we have our own medical library on campus that a lot of other students wouldn't be able to see until they actually entered into medical school. So this is also something that you can apply to as soon as you're admitted to the institution as well. This marching storm. So you kind of saw a little clip during the break of our band. Our band is definitely phenomenal. It's our largest organization on campus with over 400 members in our band. If you've never seen the Marching Storm perform, you are in for a treat. If you go to YouTube, you can literally have a concert in your living room as you watch our Marching Storm perform. Very phenomenal. Netflix will actually be shooting a special of our band this upcoming summer to be available in 2022. So we are very, very excited about our Marching Storm band, but there's a student out there that wants to join our band. Auditions are going on currently. So you can always get in contact with the Marching Storm department, and definitely you can do an audition, and the band students will be starting practice upcoming summer. And here's a quick video of our Greek life at the institution. Awesome. That's just kind of a segue into our student life department. So we want our students to get engaged, get involved, and find support. So we have over 15 different areas on campus to ensure student success, not only in the classroom, but also in their personal life. So for example, we have our Johnson Phillips Off-Faith Chapel. So we strongly encourage our students to continue their faith walk while they are at Prairie and University, or as we call it, the Hill. Also, we have our parent and family programming. So we want your parents and your guardians and your loved ones to be a part of your PV walk. And so we have newsletters, we have different programming for our parents and loved ones so that they are in tune on what's going on at Prairie View and to help you be more successful. We have our recreational sports department. We know that our incoming freshmen are scared of obtaining what is always known as the freshman 15. So you can go in there and go swimming. We have basketball courts. There's outdoor adventures department, weight room facility. We have yoga. We have a demonstration kitchen inside. So to help students teach students how to cook healthy meals. So it's a lot of cool things to do in the recreation center. Also, we need somebody to talk to. Counseling services, for example. We have our career services. So there are a lot of different departments on campus to ensure that you are successful starting your freshman year all the way through your senior year as well. And we do have athletics. So we are Division I. We're part of the SWAC conference, which is short for the Southwest Athletic Conference. We are sponsored by Adidas. And so we have 16 athletic sports for students to choose from. And for students that just want to go to the games and hang out, the tickets are free for students. So you can always go in and watch our PV Panthers take on the opposing team. But if you are interested in playing athletics, you definitely want to get in contact with the athletics office. Scholarships are available, but it's up to the coach's discretion as well. This is our University College leasing checklist. This kind of just goes through the different steps that are needed for our seniors coming into the fall semester. It is the most expensive process, matriculating from your senior year to your freshman year at Prairie View. And in a nutshell, you need $800 to secure your room for the fall semester. And once we get to that point, we will always explain it and also provide the information on how to do so. But definitely want to showcase our housing. So tune into the next video to see the UC.
Living on campus is one of the best decisions you can make as a first-time in college freshman. From the friends you make, the events you attend, to the community feel you'll have living in the residence hall, you are certainly in for an experience. University College is home away from home for freshman students, and applying to live here is quite simple. You will want to visit us online at universitycollege-pv.com and fill out an application. Once your application and $150 security deposit is paid, call our office to make your payment of $650, which is your rental prepayment and secures your spot. We will then send you a lease agreement, and once this is signed, you are officially a resident of University College. We're happy to connect with you, so be sure to like and follow us on our social media using our handles at the PVUC.
Awesome. So that was a good viewing of our University College. Our students are very, very comfortable in their residence halls. We try not to use the term dorm. If you think of dorm as like this little small box with maybe one window inside, but our students are very, very comfortable. Everything you've seen in the video comes standard from their bed. Also, it's a 2-bed, 1-bath suite, so the bathroom is actually in the actual room, so you never have to worry about run down the hallway and the tile fall off, and you're like, oh no, freshman year is all over. So that will not be the case at all. We do provide that refrigerator and microwave comes standard. Also, with, have a closet, and we like to call that the step-in closet. You step in, grab a jeans, and step right back out. It's not a walk-in by any means, but it does have a full-size mirror attached to the actual door, so you can always make sure everything looks good before you head outside. Also, our housing is going to be gender specific. There's 102 students in each building. There's male buildings, and we have female buildings as well. So this is the cost of attendance that financial aid goes off of for awarding purposes. So everything that you see asterisk is not billed to the student at all. So tuition fees, room board are billed to the student, but books, loan fees, transportation, miscellaneous costs are costs that are factored in to award financial aid. And this is going to be based on an in-state student. On the opposite side, for anyone that's out of state, these are going to be the costs for non-residents. But in the state of Texas, you can obtain residency after living here for 1 year, and we will help students to change their residency if they choose to do so. Okay, so what do you need to apply? So we go through the State of Texas Common Application, applytexas.org. We need your transcript and your test scores. This school year, we are test optional, so if there are any seniors, you have until, which we'll go over application deadline dates, but coming up really quickly. April 1st is going to be the deadline. So you can still apply to Prairie for this upcoming fall semester. For anyone, for my juniors, application usually opens up in the middle of July. And right now, like we're going back to normalcy. So those test scores will be required for the next class of fall 2022. The application fee is $40, but we do accept the SAT, ACT, or the NACAC fee waiver as well. Minimum requirements is going to be a 2.8 high school GPA on a 4.0 scale. Also, the SAT is at 800, and the ACT is going to be a 15 composite, and we can take either or. We do not super score at the institution, so let's say you take the ACT 3 times, we will always take the highest score that you have submitted to us. Top 25% is automatic admission to Prairie View. You still have to turn in all your necessary documents, such as your transcript, your test scores, and also your application fee as well. These are going to be our deadline dates. So our priority is January 4th. The document deadline is January 15th. So always want to remember, priority equals money, money equals priority. So our fall priority deadline date is in line with our scholarship awarding, as well as our financial aid awarding as well too. So we award those students that have applied and been admitted by January 15th first. And then we have our regular deadline date, which it is typically March 1st, but due to Texas having that winter storm, we pushed an application deadline date to April 1st, okay? And then those are gonna be that deadline dates for the additional spring and summer sessions as well. You can check your status electronically. So once you submit your application to Apply Texas, Apply Texas will send you an email saying, hey, we sent it over to Prairie View. And then in about 2 to 3 days, Prairie View will send you an email that says, hey, we got your application, you're good to go. Down at the bottom, please create your account to check your status. And that'll take you right to this portal. So you'll create your account, and that's where you can log in and check see if your transcript has been submitted, your application fee or fee waiver has been submitted, as well as your test scores. This is the admissions contact information. Once again, the Office of Admissions does all the processing for the application. So there's their phone number and email address, as well as their mailing address. But a lot of the documents we love to have submitted electronically. Makes it a lot easier. And also helps us do faster processing as well, so that you can get your decision a lot quicker. So what is financial aid? So financial aid is funds to help students pay for post-secondary expenses. And so you always want to do your FAFSA because it's the free application for federal student aid. You can see the website at the bottom is www.fafsa.ed.gov. And this is going to award your grants, your work study, and loans. And we will actually dive into each one of those areas. So here's some quick reminders. It opens up October 1st every year. Our school code is 003630. But you can also type in Prairie View and it'll pop up for you immediately as well. Also, if you ever fill out your FAFSA and they're asking you to pay for it, then you're on the wrong website. That is a good, clear indicator that you're on the wrong website. You need to go to the free application, okay, for your FAFSA. So types of financial aid is going to be your scholarships, your grants, work study, and student loans. That's definitely a factor into financial aid. So for grants, grants are going to be need-based. So this is going to be based off of the Equal Family Contribution, which is the EFC code. So it goes from federal, and then it's the state grants, and then we actually have our own institutional grants at the institution as well. And remember, grants you don't have to pay back. That's going to be free funding. Federal work study. This also comes through your FAFSA. We have a plethora of work study positions on campus, from working at the recreation center to working for me as a tour guide, from working in our Sodexo, like so for food, working in athletics. So there's a ton of work study positions. And how work study works is we actually pay the students on a bi-weekly, and they actually get an official check. So if a student does have a balance, let's say they still owe $1,000 in their account, they will have to go and take their work study check and make payment to the university. So we don't automatically apply the work study to their bill. They'll have to physically go in and pay it. And that's just because we want to hold our students up to responsibilities. They need to be responsible. And if they do have a balance, they know they have a balance, then they will go and take their work study money in there. And then once it's all paid up, then it's just like getting a regular check every 2 weeks. For loans, the federal government does offer loans, of course. So the subsidized loan is the one you always want to take out. This is just great education, because the subsidized loan, the interest doesn't start accruing until 6 months after you graduate with your degree. As opposed to unsub, that interest starts accruing immediately. So let's say if you take a $2,000 unsubsidized loan, it could be $8,000 or $9,000 by the time you graduate. So now you owe a lot more money on top. Okay, and we coach all of our students through the loan process. And then there's a Parent Plus loan that's offered for parents to apply for. It's up to $10,000, and let's say if a parent doesn't get it, then they will at least give you $5,000 of loan money as well. So then we have our merit scholarships. So let's talk about the free money. So for a merit scholarship, once again, the student has to apply and be admitted by January 15th to be considered. There's not a separate application for our merit scholarships. It's just as soon as you apply to the institution, if you meet the criteria, we add you to the scholarship list for consideration. Okay. So the Regents scholarship is going to be our full ride. So looking at a 3.5 GPA with a 1260 on the SAT or a 26 on the ACT as well. The presidential pretty much cover your tuition and fees. So looking at 3.25 GPA, 1190 on the SAT or 24 on the ACT. You must be a U.S. citizen to be considered for these scholarships, okay? In addition, we have our general scholarship that's open always for 2 to 3 months. So open from December 1st through March 1st, and have to have a minimum of 2.75 GPA. and that's offered through the university anywhere between $5,000 to $2,000 per year. Then the departments also utilize the same portal. So when we're referring to departments, this is going to be your major. So if you're majoring in criminal justice, or you're majoring in biology or accounting, those departments will have their own scholarship funding that they will post on Academic Works, where you can go in there and apply for those departmental scholarships as well. And then we also have a resource for any external scholarships. So these are going to be scholarships coming from organizations, different employers as well, and even alumni as well. So we have those listed on our website. And then there's also a ton of scholarships. There's always money that goes unclaimed every year, just because students don't want to take the time out to fill out those scholarship applications. But at Prairie View, right now, currently we have about 3% of our students right now are actually getting paid to go to school. So they have no bill. They're actually collecting a check because they have so much scholarship funding. So definitely think about that. Additional information, veteran services. So if your family is former military and you're planning to use any veteran benefits, such as the GI Bill or post 9/11, that this office here, Veteran Services, will be able to assist because it is a lot of processing to get done before the fall semester starts. Okay, and also we always like to thank our veteran families for their service. We went over the cost of attendance, and the tuition and fee rates are listed on our website as well. Depend on the guaranteed or the variable rate, which they can select upon coming in the fall semester. And this is just the financial aid contact information. For any students that's been admitted, they can meet with them virtually at www.pvnu.edu/QList, and they can answer any questions of their financial aid or awarding or scholarship information too. Last but not least, I'm going to show a video of our ranking, so tune in.
Yeah. Count it out. 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 1, 2, 3, 4.
Awesome. And once again, there's the QR code. If you need to scan it, if you didn't get to scan it earlier, once again, it will have everything that we've covered this afternoon. It will prompt for your contact information. You'll fill it out, click next, and you'll see all of our flyers with all the information that we covered this afternoon. That is my direct office number, 936-261-1083. You can always send us an email or follow us on all of our social media platforms, either on Twitter or Instagram. If you have anyone that's transferring that you know from a community college, you can also scan the transfer brochure because that'll have all of our transfer information and contained in that brochure as well. So I want to say thank you, and I'm going to stop sharing and want to make sure we're good stewards of your time. Any questions? Oh, Ms. Harmon, you're on mute.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
You're
I do
welcome.
have a question. One of the questions we had was, I know you said for some of the housing assistance, they needed, was it $600 or $800?
Yes, great question. So the initial application fee is $150, and then there's a rental prepayment fee of $650. So with the $650, $150 is a total of $800 that they'll pay to secure the room for the fall semester.
So one of the questions is if they do not have the total amount of money needed, is there some type of assistance program to help them with that?
Got it. So the the 150 is has to be paid. There's no alternative to that payment, but the 650, there is a housing deferment payment available, and that's going to be based off their financial aid awarding. They have to be awarded a certain amount to be considered for the housing deferment. If they're not considered for the housing deferment, then they'll have to pay the 650.
Thank you. And one last question. I know that you all are known for having one of the best nursing programs. So if someone is wanting to major in nursing, how can they find out more general information about the nursing program?
Awesome. Excellent question. So to find more information about the nursing program, you can go to our website as well, or they can send me an email and I can send them. We actually have the college nursing brochure electronically. So I can get that over to any student that's interested in the nursing program. And also when you go to the website, they always have tours of the actual college nursing campus where students can go and actually tour the facility down there in the medical center in Houston.
Okay. Well, thank you. That's all I have for the questions we have for you all. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you, ladies. And thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Have an excellent weekend. Stay safe and stay blessed. Thank you so much.
Right. Again, thank you for joining us. I'm sure that we have a lot of students now who are going to be interested in Prairie View and becoming a future Panther. So we are going to move forward in our program, and now we are heading over to Atlanta, Georgia, and we will hear from Spelman College. And the representative for Spelman has put together a nice video for us. So we will play that video. And once the video is over, we will enter into a Q&A session with the representative.
Hello, and welcome to a virtual introduction to Spelman College located in Atlanta, Georgia, where the students make a choice to change the world, which is actually Spelman College's theme song. My name is Sherry Vital, a 1976 graduate of Spelman College, the #1 HBCU in the country with the highest four-year graduation rate. Right in the heart of Atlanta, you will find the oldest historically Black college for women established as a seminary in the 1880s by two female Christian missionaries. The school's mission was educating Black women. It soon gained the support of John D. Rockefeller and his wife, Laura Spelman Rockefeller. The school grew and eventually became Spelman College. Spelman College was made for women, specifically women of color, to develop and discover who and what they want to be. Choosing a college is more than just academic interest. It is about choosing the right fit for you, a home away from home. Students are encouraged to be the best version of themselves. Spelman believes in creating your own educational path, focusing on critical thinking and encouraging students to combine hobbies and skills with academic studies. The Spelman Promise guarantees that all students will graduate with a competitive edge. As you continue to research colleges and universities, we encourage you to explore our website to learn about our elite alumni that continue to trailblaze in the industries of politics, computer science, art, business, medicine, research, and history.
Also, take a moment to review the stories of our current students, reflecting on their studies abroad, internships, and student life experiences. Please stay tuned and listen to the next segment as Dr. Cynthia Neal Spence describes the Spelman experience.
There's a lot of one-on-one interaction with students. Students are spending time in faculty members' offices, sometimes to talk about stuff that's going on in the class, sometimes just to talk about life in general. But faculty know that that's a part of the responsibility and a part of being in this community. Faculty come to Spelman because they, in some ways, sometimes feel they have a sense of calling. I mean, this is a special place. They have carefully selected the institution as an institution with its primary mission, the education of women of African descent.
The greatest thing that I enjoy about it is the fact that you get those little tidbits that come from teachers' experiences from the 60s. For example, if you take racism and the law, there are teachers that went through racist societies.
So do we now have a better understanding of our brothers and sisters who have been labeled criminal, okay, and how they attempt to explain their behavior?
And it just makes you learn so much more and appreciate where you've come from and how far we have to go.
It just kind of goes without saying, you know, whether I'm teaching a criminology class or a sociology class, I'm always thinking about the life experiences of my students. It's a woman's place, it's our place. And that means the curriculum is ours as well.
Spelman Sciences programs produce outstanding graduates, with about 30% of students majoring here. The fact that the National Science Foundation and NASA designated Spelman as a model institution for excellence in undergraduate science and mathematics education is only one of Spelman's many distinguishing achievements.
Now for some points of pride. As stated previously, Spelman has been ranked the #1 HBCU in America consecutively for the last 14 years. Among all colleges in the United States, it has ranked #6 in the nation as a top performer for social mobility and being one of the most innovative. And #22 as the best in undergraduate teaching. And #32 as one of the best for studying abroad. And #51 in the nation as Best National Liberal Arts College. Spelman College is the global leader in the education of women of African descent. It is a member of the AUC, or the Atlanta University Center, which is the oldest and largest association of historically Black colleges and universities. The AUC includes Spelman College, Morehouse College, Clark Atlanta University, and Morehouse School of Medicine. The total population of the AUC is about 10,000 students. However, as a small campus community, Spelman's student body is comprised of 2,100 students from 42 states and 18 foreign countries. The students enjoy an 11-to-1 student-faculty ratio and an average class size of about 23. The small classrooms and campus are ideal to cultivate great relationships between the faculty and peers. Dr. Mary Schmidt-Campbell, the college's 10th president, resides on campus and is an integral part of the Spelman experience. Spelman offers 34 majors and minors, including dual degree programs in nursing and engineering. Popular programs of study are biology, economics, English, political science, and psychology. We also have early assurance medical and law school agreements with several programs across the country, such as the 3+3 program with the Syracuse University of Law. We also have 3-2 programs with engineering schools across the country, such as Georgia Tech. Spelman College offers a variety of support services and programs to assist students in their academic studies, personal development, and their overall postgraduate aspirations. Some of those programs are the Office of Career Planning and Development, which provides students with a wealth of programs and services that include career coaching, online job listings, resume development, and many more. About 81.5% of the class of 2019 participated in at least one internship during their time at Spelman. The Student Success Center is where students can access essential resources to receive excellent academic support. Counseling service employs qualified and licensed mental health professionals, which provide support through individual and group counseling. We also have our health and wellness services, which are committed to providing the highest quality of healthcare and health education for our students. When you choose Spelman College, you have made the choice to change the world. To that end, the Gordon Zito Center for Global Education is committed to engaging students with the many cultures of the world. And for the 5th consecutive year, Spelman College is among the top baccalaureate institutions, ranking 15th in the nation by producing the highest number of students who studied abroad in 2018-2019. Through study abroad, approximately 70% of Spelman students choose to extend their learning experience beyond the campus classroom. Our students have traveled to over 40 countries in Africa, Asia, the Caribbean, Europe, and Latin America. We have partner institutions and organizations, as well as exchange partnerships with universities in the West Indies, England, Czech Republic, Japan, and Chile. Financial aid and scholarship assistance is available to support your study abroad experiences. The Office of Student Life and Engagement provides a variety of extracurricular activities that serve to enhance the Spelman College academic experience. There are more than 85 clubs and organizations on campus, and Spelman students may participate in a wide range of activities in conjunction with Morehouse College and Clark Atlanta University. There are 11 residential halls across campus, made up of traditional and apartment-style living arrangements. Each hall has a distinct culture and identity, where students engage in dorm wars, stroll-offs, and pageants. There is a 2-year residency required for new first-time students. The Atlanta University Shuttle is available to you as a student at the college. The shuttle transports students throughout the Atlanta University Center, as well as to the West End, Vine City, and the Ashby Street MARTA station, Atlanta's rapid transit system. The students that apply to Spelman are pace setters. Our current students are innovators, and our esteemed graduates are women who make a difference in their community and choose to change the world. At Spelman College, we take into consideration more than a student's academic record when reviewing applications for admissions. Our review focuses on the school the student has attended, the courses taken, and academic rigor. Test scores, extracurricular activities, community service, employment history, personal interest, and demonstrated leadership are also weighted in the admission decision. We encourage students to be as detailed as possible about all extracurricular involvement and community service on your application. It will help us in our review. And remember to write a strong and concise essay. All prompts are located on the common application. We do not have minimum GPA or test score requirements. However, we do have an admissions profile. The current admitted class sets our average profile for the upcoming application year. Therefore, our academic profile varies from year to year and are not comparable. In response to uncertainty caused by the COVID pandemic, Spelman College suspended the standardized testing requirement for new first-time students graduating from high school in the 2021 academic year. The Office of Admissions will reassess the testing climate at the end of the 2021 academic year and will make the best decision to ensure a fair admission cycle for future classes. As an admissions team, the goal is to admit a diverse group of bright, talented, and inspiring young women to carry Spelman's legacy into the next generation. Each year, the application process opens on August 1st. New first-time students have 3 deadlines. Early decision, which is a binding decision, is a deadline of November the 1st. Early action, the deadline is November 15th. And regular decision, the deadline is February the 1st. To complete your application, students must apply exclusively through the Common Application at www.commonapp.org and submit an application fee of $40 or an approved fee waiver. Also, applicants must submit 2 letters of recommendation from a high school counselor and a faculty member, an official high school transcript, your essay addressing one of the common application prompts, and official SAT or ACT scores. For more detailed information, please visit the admissions webpage at www.spelman.edu/admissions. The total cost when attending Spelman College, including student fees, room and board, and full-time tuition, which includes 12 to 20 credit hours, equals $44,740 per year. The Office of Admissions awards merit scholarships. Merit scholarships are for new first-time students only. When you apply to Spelman, you are automatically considered for all of our merit and need-based scholarships. There is no separate application process. Please review all the scholarships available at www.spelman.edu. There are various ways to connect with Spelman College. Please follow us on all the social media platforms, including the Spelman College YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We also hold virtual admission events. A Day in Your Life is Spelman College's open house. All high school seniors and their parents are encouraged to attend. We invite all high school seniors to come and experience firsthand the excitement our students live every day. These sessions are offered in the fall. We also have a Junior Preview Day, which invites high school juniors to explore Spelman through a series of information sessions regarding organizing and planning for their college search. The next session is scheduled for May 19th. Please go to the website to register. Please listen to the next segment as 2 of our alumni that are changing the world describe how they credit their Spelman experiences as integral to their success. The first is Rosalind Brewer, recently named as the first Black woman to become a CEO of a Fortune 500 company, Walgreens. The second is Stacey Abrams, the leader that is credited for changing the Georgia Senate representation from Republican to Democrat.
Ms. Brewer, as our Spelman sister and soror, we salute and congratulate you on your historic appointment to CEO of Walgreens Boots Alliance Incorporated. As the only Black woman CEO leading a Fortune 500 company, your career as a chemist and a leader at Kimberly-Clark, Walmart, and Starbucks is the epitome of the type of excellence Spelman and UPI represents. Thank you so much for continuing to raise standards and to be an example for all to follow.
What experiences academically really anchored you in the chemistry major? What were some of the exciting things you encountered over the 4 years?
When I came to Spelman, it was actually the faculty. But if it wasn't for Dr. Gilliard and Dr. Bass, really watching over me and making sure that I had everything I needed to be successful, it made all the difference in the world. And that's one thing that's so unique and beautiful about Spelman is that, they care. They want you to finish, and they want you to finish strong. They don't want you to crawl over the finish line. They're just like, no, you're going to blaze right through.
I'm a minority leader because my parents and my family and my Spelman taught me to strive for more, to understand that I could have prosperity, not poverty, that I could have success, not just survival, and that I could be a mayor or a president or maybe even governor of the state of Georgia. But more than anything, most profoundly responsible for the world we will make. Thank you, Spelman College.
It's my choice, and I choose to change the world. It's my voice, and I speak with
you for watching the Spelman College virtual introduction at the Epsilon Theta Omega College Fair today. Please send an email to etollegefairspelman@gmail.com and you will receive the following links in your response. The Spelman admissions email address so that you can stay in contact with them, the Spelman College website link, and please fill out the Spelman student inquiry form. This will help you stay connected with Spelman admissions and you will be in their database. The common application link, and a registration link for the May 19, 2021 Junior Preview Day, and also the Spelman fact sheet with the 2020 student profile. Thank you again.
Okay, hi. So a few questions. What is the social and physical environment like at this college?
I'm trying to start my video. So, oh, there we go. No, my name's Sherry Vital. The social environment, it's a small college. Hold on a second, I'm trying to start my video. It's a small college. I go there every 5 years for my reunion. It's very family oriented and sisterly, you know. Beyond the AUC, inside Spelman, it's a small community where you know everyone. What was the second part of the question, Ms. Harmon?
Yes, sorry, Ms. Sherry. I lost my question. Oh, what was the social and physical environment like?
Oh, the physical environment's great. You know, the dorms are nice. The campus is small. You can get to your classes very easily, unless you want to go to Morehouse and take a class, which you can, or Clark Atlanta University, you can take classes there. But it's a small environment. You know everyone. I don't know what else to say. It's just like a family place.
Other than the college being known for only housing ladies, what makes the Spelman College unique?
Other than just ladies, it's unique because it is all ladies, but you also have classmates and you can take classes at Clark and Morehouse. And so you do have the experience of being around males. It's not like you're strictly ladies. It's just a wonderful environment. I don't know what else to say.
Okay, one more question. Do extracurricular activities and hobbies influence the chances of being accepted into Spelman?
I'm not on the admissions team. I am an alumna. Okay, I'm not in the room when they're making the decisions, but I believe it does make a difference, your extracurricular activities. But I have been in my training as a recruiter, as an alumnus. I was told that, let's say, for instance, as a child, a girl that maybe her mother has to work 2 jobs and she has to watch the young children, they need to explain that in their Common App. Because even if you don't have time to have a lot of extracurricular activities, but you had other responsibilities, that still counts because your time, you're not sitting there watching TV after school, right? You're working. So you need to explain your life. When you have, when you want to move forward and try and change the world as they want us all to do, you have to also go within your schedule. If you're someone that can't afford, you have to work your job because maybe you're not financial, you don't have the finances, you have to work. You need to explain that in your application. They're not going to look down on you because you didn't have the time to do it, but they want to see what you do with your time, not necessarily that you were in all these clubs and everything. What were you doing with your time? You're not laying in your bed watching TV all night. That's what they want to see.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Ms. Sherry, for giving us the information on Spelman. Thank you.
Hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget to send an email that was on the slide because we have it automated where you can get all the links that were in the video. And thank you for inviting Spelman.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're actually going to move into a giveaway period because Ms. Vital was so generous, and on behalf of Spelman College, she has donated 2 gift cards. I'm going to bring in Miss Seals to handle that for us.
Hello, my name is Kimberly Seals, and I will be facilitating the remainder of the giveaways. As indicated, our very own Sherry Vital. Are we ready? Okay, our very own Sherry Vital is representing Spelman, and she did an amazing job on the presentation on behalf of Spelman College, and she is donating 2 giveaways today. So prayerfully, you all are entered because this particular giveaway is extra special. So without further ado, let's get it going. Let's see. Okay, Miss Danielle Young. Yay. You will be awarded one of the 2 $25 Amazon gift cards on behalf of Spelman College. Yes. Our second winner is Ashante Thibodeau. Good for you. Congratulations, ladies. Again, this is on behalf of Spelman College, so enjoy the gifts that they've given. All right, take care.
Okay, so moving forward in our program, we are staying in the ATL, and we will be hearing now from Morehouse College.
How's everybody doing? All right, cool. I'm about to share my screen real quick. Cool, everybody's doing all right on this Saturday. Beautiful day in Atlanta, Georgia. But my name is Ryan Gibbs, and I am currently a sophomore political science major on the pre-law track originally from Loganville, Georgia. And I do attend Morehouse College. I'm trying to present. Here we go. Okay, cool. So Morehouse College is in Atlanta, Georgia. It's in the Atlanta University Center with Spelman College, Morehouse, of course, and then Clark Atlanta University. It was founded in 1867. Our president right now, the 12th Morehouse College, is Dr. David E. Thomas. And the mission statement of the college is to develop men with plans who will eventually lead lives of leadership and service. So Morehouse College is the nation's only private, historically Black liberal arts college for men. And if you want to quote me on there is no place in the world dedicated to Black male excellence other than Morehouse College. It's the nation's only private, the nation's only private, historically Black liberal arts college for Black males. And then this is just a little about who we are. Morehouse College is, the Atlanta University Center is the largest constituous consortium of African Americans in higher education in the United States. And it was again founded in 1867, and we have a student to teacher ratio of 13.1. So this ratio means the professors are easily accessible. So say you're attending like a big PWI, and rather than just being a number, which means like your professors hardly get to talk to you at Morehouse, you're gonna have that one-on-one time with your professor, and you're gonna find that professors here really care about you and want you to see you exceed. Different events on Morehouse is we have over 70 clubs. We have Greek life, of course, and we have marching band, a glee club, and jazz band. And we have SGA, which is our Student Government Association, and we have and it's a big family. So it's all male institutions. But really, the AUC, we are all a family. From a student's perspective, I like to describe the college or the colleges as three colleges on one campus. We do everything together, and we even share one big library. So every day you're seeing friends from either Clark Atlanta University or Spelman. So you're not just it's not just all men. And my favorite part is the brotherhood legacy. The special thing about Morehouse is you come in with brothers and you leave with a lifelong network of just brothers you are gonna know forever. These are the brothers you're gonna call on, and they're just always gonna be lifelong friends. And earlier I was talking about our sports teams. We do have a football team that is with the SEAC. And earlier last year, we developed a new volleyball team. And our Morehouse track team is pretty good. I'm not on the track team or don't do sports at all, so sorry I can't give you inside information. I'm just gonna go through this. And we do have a very good baseball team as well. A little bit more about football. We have a golf team and a basketball team. And we have a world-ranked debate team. If you go on YouTube, look up our debate team, you will see our debate team is really good and champions of everything. They travel the world and just win a lot of competitions. Morehouse sends the most African Americans men into Harvard business schools each year. Morehouse is a top federal school for graduate students as well. So our strongest major on campus, well, not the strongest, but the most popular major on campus is our business major. You have Fortune 500 companies that actually come on our campus looking to recruit students, either by giving them internships that will lead to hiring when they graduate, or just like looking to give students internship experiences. And Morehouse also has a political science major, which I am a part of. We have a strong political science department. Here are some of our alum who have graduated and have went on to Harvard Law. And over here is our pre-law advisor, Professor Winfield Murray, who has helped me a lot and has helped a lot of students just get to their dreams and go to law school. And we also have a great CTEMS major. This is the television emerging media studies. Spike Lee is a graduate of Morehouse College and funds this program and just looks out for students in this program. So if you are interested in becoming an actor or anything, the CTEMS program would be great to join. We also have an engineering program. Students in the engineering program either pursue a general science curriculum or a major at 3 or more years, and then study a field of engineering at one of the participating engineering schools for 2 years. Upon successful completion of all requirements at Morehouse and the engineering school, the student receives a degree from each institution. Therefore, the program is commonly referred to as the dual degree program in engineering, or the 3-2 program in engineering. So if there are classes at another institution that Morehouse probably doesn't offer, Morehouse will send you to another engineering school, so you can end up graduating with a Morehouse degree and then a degree from another institution as well. Every Thursday, we have sessions named Crown Forum. This supports Morehouse College's mission to produce outstanding leaders by exposing students to speakers. And every Thursday, we attend Crown Forum. We would have different speakers that speak over a variety of topics. And honestly, from a student's perspective, like myself, Crown Forum, I think of Crown Forum as just a moment of self-reflection. It's very inspirational. Here are some of our distinguished alumni. Dr. Martin Luther King, of course, class of 48. And here are just different helpful tips when applying to Morehouse. So the average SAT score is 1160. The ACT score, the average ACT score is a 24, and the average GPA is a 3.4, and the graduation rate overall is a 74%. So all those numbers, I hope I didn't scare anybody, but understand these are just like our general. These are just general numbers. These don't really mean anything. I've seen students who do not have these scores, and even myself. I believe I had an SAT score. It's been a long time, but I had an SAT score of 950 or 920, I believe, but I had a GPA of 3.7. So what I'm trying to explain is things can balance out. So if your GPA is low, but you have a great SAT score, then that would work, and vice versa. And another important aspect when applying to Morehouse is you could be a perfect 4.0 student, but okay, the admissions team sees that you do school well, but what else do you do? So community service, serving your community, being a leader in your community is very important. And you also want to write a strong essay, but community service, I would say, is very important. Show them that other than school, you are very active. There's a 50 non-renewable application fee. You got to apply with your transcript, of course, and then recommendations. It has to come from 2, and please do not use like family recommendations. Make it be like a mentor, or say a boss, or somebody who supervised you, or better yet, a teacher. So while you're applying to colleges and Morehouse, of course, just make sure you're keeping great relations with your teachers so they can write a strong recommendation letter. I would say that is the second most important thing in applying to any college is the recommendation letter. The cost of attendance, do not make this number scare you, but it's about $48,500. Scholarships. I'm just saying scholarships, so you know how it is. Make it easier on your parents, and I want you to develop a goal right now to say, hey, look, I want to graduate college debt-free. So a little background story about myself. I came to college, I didn't really have, the scholarships I had was the money from financial aid, and financial aid, it doesn't, like, it's not gonna cover that big number you see right there. But I spent a lot of time just looking at scholarships, and I am now, I do not have a full ride yet, but I'm so far debt free because I was able to fund each year through scholarships. And a website I would like to promote, and also I am a representative for, or not a representative, but an ambassador for, is the UNCF website. Look on there. March, actually, it's the end of March. There are scholarships opening up for graduating high school seniors. So make sure you guys are on that. You guys are writing strong essays and just overall beating the deadline so you can get scholarships. Right now, there is a scholarship out named the Lomax Scholarship, which is a full ride for only freshmen. So be sure to take advantage of that. So the result is your Morehouse experience and just being able to trying to give I like to do these presentations because I like to give y'all a different perspective from actually being a student. And while I'm still on my more a school myself grow so much, and I've seen growth in myself that I didn't really think was possible because somebody else saw it in me at an early stage. So I have met a lot of great mentors. I have had a lot of great experiences, internship experiences, where I'm able to actually live in my career or just experience my career, and it's giving me it's giving me inspiration to just keep grinding and doing whatever I have to do to get there. So yeah, do we have a question session at the end or anything?
Hi, yes, we have a few questions. So I know that you all have, you mentioned that you all have a band. Is there any requirements or scholarship for band members?
Band scholarship. So yes, I'm not a part of the band program at Morehouse, but I do know there are band scholarships. So what I would do is go on our website, and there should be a section for band, and see who the director is, and it also should give you an email. And what I would do is reach out like right now, just introduce yourself professionally and say, like, get to the point. What do I need to do to make sure I get scholarship money for band?
Okay, and where would students be able to find where they can search for scholarships?
Yes, so the website that I was promoting earlier is UNCF, the United Negro College Fund. Please go on that website, create a general application, and then start looking for scholarships. I was saying earlier that it's the end of March right now, and there are a lot of scholarships opening up for graduating high school seniors. So be sure to take advantage of that. And I would also encourage you guys to look throughout your community. There's free money everywhere. You just have to find it. And the most important thing for you guys to recognize is you guys are about to move on to a different chapter in your life, and you have to realize everything that you gain, every accomplishment, it's not just gonna come to you. You have to get yourself out there and work for it. So I would look at your fraternity chapters in your communities. I would look at different companies, banks who provide scholarships. I would just look everywhere. There's also a great website named Scholly. So I would also create an account with Scholly and just scholarship search.
Thank you. So another question, what is your favorite part of being in Atlanta and at the AUC?
My favorite part of being in Atlanta, if you have not been to Atlanta, it is definitely a great city. One of my favorite things about being in Atlanta is it's so everybody is Black, first of all, and it's just great to see every it just puts a drive in me because I see people who look like me pursuing their careers to the fullest. So my favorite part of being in Atlanta is just looking up to successful individuals who are just chasing after all their dreams and just doing great things for the community.
Okay, and one more question. How do you all have a partnership with Spelman?
How do we have a partnership with Spelman?
Yes, like how do you all partner? Do y'all do things together? How do y'all work those things out?
Oh yes, ma'am. So we do everything together. Students, yes. Student wise, we do everything together. I heard the Spelman representative earlier talking about cross registration. So say I see a lot of my peers who want to become teachers. Spelman has a lot of education major classes. So if Morehouse doesn't offer that, you can cross register and take it at Spelman, and then vice versa. Yes, it's our relationship with Spelman and even Clark Atlanta is forever like this.
Okay, and I have another question. It says, how has the campus life been since COVID-19 has taken over our lives? Is Morehouse back on campus?
Yeah, great question. So unfortunately, I was that group who at Morehouse who got to spend first semester on campus, but second semester it was during spring break where unfortunately the pandemic was just starting to happen and get worse. And then after we came back from spring break, they said we had to we just had to get off campus. So ever since I've been virtual learning, but I have received great news that campus is looking forward to opening back this upcoming fall.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you, Mr. Gibbs, so much for sharing information with us about Morehouse. And thank you again for giving us that information. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
Okay, guys. So we have just finished our last presentation for the college fair. Again, to all of our presenters, all of our college representatives, we are just so appreciative of the time that they took out to be here with us today and to give you all this valuable information. So we're going to move into another giveaway. And so I'm going to bring Miss Seals back one more time to give out our last giveaway.
Okay, as indicated, we are at the end of our college fair and we have one more giveaway to bless a future HBCU graduate. So good luck to you all. Let's go. Let's see what we got. All right, Madison Brown is the winner of our last gift card. Excellent, excellent. Congratulations to you.
Okay, so now we are going to hear from Epsilon Theta Omega's president, Mrs. Donna Laverne.
See, okay, good afternoon. On behalf of our Epsilon Theta Omega family and the HBCU committee, we would like to extend our sisterly thank you for taking out time out of your busy schedule to present your HBCU information. We would also like to thank our participants for taking our time to come and listen, because we know you have other things to do, but you decided to join us during your afternoon to come and listen to the HBCU information. And it is with our hope that you decide one day to attend an HBCU. They have a lot of advantages. So if you have any questions, always feel free to contact Ms. Maya Turner or one of the committee members for any information, and I'm sure they can help you get that information. Thank you so much again. Thank you, Ms. Turner.
Thank you, Ms. Laverne. And again, make sure that you check out those HBCU experience videos that we have put together. They are available on this YouTube channel. So just make sure that you go and check those out because they give some really good insight into the HBCU experience from people who have actually experienced it. So again, thank y'all for coming, and we look forward to seeing y'all again, hopefully in person next time.
Mm-hmm.